Welcome back to Anchor Chicken. All right, fuck it. I'll host the show. I'm Dax. This is Kevin. I guess this is the Dax fucking show now. Thanks, Kevin. Kevin,
Wait a minute.
We'll just go ahead and count that as a moment of silence for these people's time that they're about to devote to this, when in reality, probably means not a lot.
That's fair, but I want whoever watches this to know that before we did this, I went off on a tangent for a bit, which delayed us starting. And then I was like, why am I doing this? We should do this on the show. And Dax said, I forgot my intro. I wrote it down. And what did you write down? Just 5-second pause? Or
I wrote down,
Hello, everyone.
It says, silence. Welcome back to Anchor Chicken is what I wrote down.
Solid.
And then it says, Kevin starts intro, and you didn't do that part for some reason.
I did.
Weird.
You're right. Dang.
Yeah. Committed.
Dang.
Really committed, Kevin.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, we were talking about something before the camera started rolling. And of course it comes down to how lazy we like to be and sit around and watch TV all the time. Because I started watching the last season of The Boys, which got us into like all of this media that has started popping up about like superheroes that are actually assholes, which I really enjoy. I like that because let's be honest, okay? If real people had access to superpowers, they would most likely be the biggest assholes in the world. It would very much be like a Brandon Sanders Reckoners version where they kind of take over the world.
Yeah, the first time I thought about, because I obviously historically superhero content is mostly good guys, and there are super villains, but they're also typically weaker, like not always, but anyway, the orient of the media is to be good guys win, right? So right. You always kind of know, no matter what you're experiencing, no matter how bad it looks like it's getting, the good guys will win. And then I remember, like all the way back in high school, having a conversation with, you remember Marshall and like that? Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't say people's first names. I'm going to dox them to our 21 viewers.
right. No, all the don't shoot the messenger guys, right?
Yes, yeah. And we were talking about superpower, what would you have? And I remember someone popping off and going, if I had superpowers, I would not be a superhero. I would be a villain. It's like, why wouldn't you? If you're the only person with powers, why wouldn't you just do whatever you want? And I was like, I genuinely had not thought about that up to that point. Even after being exposed to things like the Watchmen, where the heroes, the Watchmen superheroes, aside from like Dr. Manhattan, are like not really superheroes. You know what I mean?
They're like borderline, right?
Yeah, they are superhuman for sure. Yeah. But yeah. So I guess it never clicked for me. But I remember that conversation very vividly because that's when it clicked for me. And I was like, oh yeah, there would be bad heroes. Like imagine Superman being a bad guy.
But I mean, what makes a villain though? Really? You know what I mean? If you take over the world and the world is a better place because of it, right?
Are you a villain?
Are you a villain or a hero, right? You might have to do some shady shit to take over the world, but like maybe you'd be better if you did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was that saying? Do you remember this? You might remember it better than me. It's like, kill one man, you're a murderer. Kill 10, you're a bandit. Kill 100 men, you're a hero. And 1,000, you're a king, or something like that.
Wow. I've never heard that in my life, but I mean, that adds up. That pretty well adds up.
Yeah, it's a saying about, I think it's like the weird kind of, if you kill just a few people, you're a bad person. If you kill 1 million people, you're a god. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. Yeah, and I kind of feel exactly that. Like, they would just be gods. We'd probably worship them like gods.
I mean, I think we would have to either way. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just a survival instinct thing. Yeah.
Like, but it's like if they make it better or worse, I think there's like there are layers to that. You know what I mean? In the real world, at first everyone's going
That's
to be real
true.
pissed off and they'll be a villain. When everyone's hunky dory and everything's going fine, first we'll question if it's a simulation, and then once we get over that, right,
Yeah.
we'll probably just chill. You know what I mean?
Be kind of grateful for it. Yeah.
But where did this whole
Yeah.
like
Interesting.
we were kind of talking about the origin of the idea of kind of like super people being bad, like
Hmm.
most
We
super
talked about
people
the
being
Watchmen.
bad, right? And we talked about
Yeah.
the Watchmen, like kind of like these 1980s graphic novels popping up. I don't know, I'm not a comic historian, but like
Me neither.
the
And I
Watchmen
know.
is like one of the first examples. I know that like the
Yeah.
Dark Knight over Batman was another one that popped up in the 80s where
Got pretty
Batman was,
gritty.
yeah, a little bit more
We had like the
like
Joker actually
law
kills
fluid.
Robin, like
Yeah,
beats him to death with a baseball bat.
exactly.
That
Batman
kind of
goes
stuff
crazy and
starts
just
showing
starts
up.
murdering people. Yeah.
Murdering people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does pop up. They have arcs. They even have the like alternate universe arcs, which I think were later. I think these were like in the night, but again,
Yeah,
not a
90s and
historian, so I
whatnot.
don't know. Whereas like, the alternate universe where the Justice League is evil and like Superman's a tyrant that just lobotomized everybody. Do you remember that? That's
Oh my
totally a thing.
god.
There's like he just laser eye lobotomizes all of the villains. So they're all just sitting dumb in Arkham Asylum, just like in chairs drooling.
That's
Cause
crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So
mean,
like
maybe not a bad
make it kind
idea,
of
but
dark
like
too.
crazy.
I do. Yeah, it raises questions. Is the power
Sure.
to prevent, as important?
A
But
little
that's
minority
getting real
reporty.
deep.
A little minority reporty, right?
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
That's I mean,
Does
it's a good
justice
question
have to
though.
be retroactive?
Yeah,
Yeah,
is justice, I mean, I think by definition it has to be retroactive.
I
Like
think
justice doesn't
inherently
occur
it
unless the
is.
thing
Yeah,
has happened. You know what I mean?
right,
I might think
right.
about punching you every single fucking day, but until I do, you better not fucking punish me for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right, right. Yeah, if you even dream of laying a hand on me, you better wake up
Wake
and
up and
apologize.
oh my god, that is the if you guys haven't heard that, I don't think you can see it. I don't think it's like recorded, but I think it's only audio recording. It's
Audio, yeah.
Spooby. Spooby by T Rex is a skit that will remain an inside joke in our group for forever. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
I actually just from that rant, I pull things out and use it from time to time. And no one knows where it's
I know.
from,
I
so it's
hope it
perfect. I
doesn't
sound like
get
a
popular.
genius.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
I
well, it
hope
won't
it
get
doesn't get
popular.
popular because I use those too.
The 20
Yeah,
people
it won't.
that
Not
watch
from
this
here.
now, yeah,
Not
will
from here.
know about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So,
This
like,
is not
maybe
going to be that defining moment.
exactly our friends now know where we've been saying this stuff from all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I guaranteed we forced them to listen to it because he does it way better than we do. But it is great to pull those out in like real life situations because it is
Absolutely.
some of the best shit talking ever.
I'm
It's so
saying
good.
that stuff that you wish you had at the ready, it
Yeah,
comes from that. I
that's
do
it.
have that
It
shit
comes
at the
from that.
ready for sure.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, love that. But yeah, bad superheroes, right? That's what we were talking about.
I think
Uh,
so, maybe. My favorite version of the bad superhero has been from the Reckoner series, which is like a young adult kind of fiction
yeah,
from Brandon Sanderson,
Brandon
who's
Sanderson.
like a big
Yeah,
name in fantasy novels. And I
yeah.
think that has been the best depiction of
So
because they
good.
legitimately take over the world, like to the point where people who
Hmm.
are don't have powers like live underground and are basically
Yeah,
slaves. Yeah. I imagine that that is exactly how it would go, as long as there were enough, right? And enough that were
it makes
powerful
so much
enough.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they divide it up by like it's very power ranked hierarchy and the most powerful supers. I don't know. Is that what they call them? I don't remember what they call them in the Reckoner series.
I can't remember. It's been so long.
But the most powerful ones get territory.
Yeah.
And like the first book is in New Chicago, which is like the whole Midwest territory is controlled by a superhero esque character who can also just turn things to steel by touching them, which
Yeah.
is
He's kind of like
weird.
Superman
Yeah, he's Superman,
and Midas.
but can turn things to steel with a Midas touch. Yeah, with a steel Midas touch. Yeah,
Yeah. You know, there's like
very
a
interesting.
whole kind of talent to making up, I feel like, some type of super powered person. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
He was like,
Yes,
I don't think I could do it as well. Honestly, I don't
I've
think I would
tried
put
to come
together
up with new
something that
powers.
seems like cool. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Or that it fits together.
yeah, that's something Brandon Sanderson I think is particularly good at because he has just a whole host of like new magic systems and stuff. Because you always see kind of the same basic formula out of everything. Um,
Yeah.
you either get completely whimsical magic that is like untethered, can do whatever your imagination can come up with, and it doesn't really have any cost or anything associated with it,
Mm-hmm.
or you'll have like general elemental magic stuff that comes with some kind of cost, like it uses my stamina or mana or some magical thing or something like that, and like
Yeah.
that's it, that's all you got those two systems.
Well, even just like I like to think of because let's just go superheroes, right? If we get into like magic
Mm-hmm.
systems, that's a really, really deep hole. But if we're talking just superheroes,
Yeah, fair.
it's generally like a base of powers that really don't cost anything, right? They're abilities, they can do them. And
Yeah, yep.
there's stuff like Brandon Sanderson's Steelheart, where like he kind of has Superman powers, but they're all really thematic and based around steel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Versus like Superman, which kind of feels like we just like rolled a bunch of dice and like picked a bunch of superpowers that people could possibly do, and like he can do
Yeah,
a bunch of them now. He
put
can
them
fly. He's
all into
strong.
him.
Yeah, deflects bullets.
He actively
Laser
gains new
eyes.
abilities
Yeah,
like as
exactly.
problems pop up. Yeah.
So it's like it's just kind of like a kitchen sink versus
Mm-hmm.
like building something
That's
that
true.
makes sense that has like more of a thematic approach, like poison ivy, right? Like can control plants and is all like kind of this
You know,
elemental kind of thing.
I wonder if that's why people tend to gravitate toward Batman because it maybe not just the more grounded because he's just like a guy with cool stuff,
Hmm.
like a James Bond esque character, but also because the villains seem to be the most relatable out of all the villains. Because like Superman villains are like was Darkseid and Apocalypse and like these just alien monsters that are completely out of reach of like the normal person.
Right.
And like you said, they're kitchen sink like monsters. They're really strong, really fast. They can hear, they can see the future, they can shoot laser eyes, they can fly,
Yeah, they just
like
have a bunch of shit that is like,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah. Where like Batman, you have like Mr. Freeze, and he's got a gun that freezes stuff. Pew.
yeah.
Like that's what you got.
Right, right. You have the Joker that's just like crazy and like just
Just
comes
like
up
a
with a bunch of
crazy
stuff.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but really ambitious.
Real ambitious, that fucking guy. No joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I think that there is a talent to creating supervillains or superheroes that have thematic powers that where their powers like all kind of go together and make sense. Now there's like the
Hmm.
easy way of doing that, and then there's, you know, the more creative way of doing that. You can base it off of elements or insects, right? You got Spider-Man. It's not an insect,
True.
but you know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. You got like Spider-Man who can do
Well,
spider
Ant-Man.
things at the human level. Ant-Man.
Yeah.
You've got, you know, like I mentioned, poison ivy. That's a little bit more elemental. Um,
True.
but to like take something that's kind of a departure from that, you know what I mean, and to make something that is thematic but still feels relatively fresh, feels like a whole ass talent to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a type of creative I am not exposed to.
Not me.
Like, I just don't know
I can barely come
how
up
they
with
do it.
a jingle, like a commercial jingle. Most of the songs that I come up with on my own end up being about a butthole. So like that's about as creative as I can get.
That is true. I can attest to that. It is true.
Yes.
9 times out of 10, it's going to be about a butthole. The 10th time, it ended before it became about a
Right, right,
butthole.
right. Yeah, because I couldn't think of a way to relate it to a butthole, so I just stopped.
Just stop.
This is true stories, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin will tell you, my wife will tell you, anyone who has lived with me
Yeah.
will tell you most of the songs I just come up with related to buttholes.
Turn it a butthole.
I digress. Superheroes are cool. I wish I could make them. I wish I was creative enough to make them. You know what? I actually have a friend who, well, a friend, an acquaintance, someone that I went to school with. We'll put it that way. Went to
Mhm.
school with and did like one or two plays with while we were in school together. Leah
Mm-hmm,
Williams
mm-hmm.
now writes for Marvel. I think she wrote for DC to begin with, but now she writes for Marvel,
Ooh.
which is like really cool. Like she just popped up. I hadn't spoken to her in forever. Just happened to pop up in my timeline on whatever social app I was on at the time, and like does this shit for a living, which is crazy to just kind of like see what people are doing after decades of not speaking to them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Especially that, because we were just talking about how difficult that is. Like,
Yeah, to just
uh,
come up with the shit. And like
yeah.
if you think about modern comic writers who join these franchises that are already established, now you're trying to take your creativity and fit it into a theme that's already like made for you. I feel like that's almost harder
Mm-hmm.
than just like doing your own thing, man. Like trying to stay true to this character's theme and personality that people are used to, I believe
Yeah,
can probably
and
be a
not
pretty
have
rough
like
process.
your perception of the character, but a more
Exactly.
like true perception of the character. Yeah, I like all that seems so outlandish to me that someone could sit down and just work in that way. But I've never really thought about that, and I wonder how much of an impact that has on people sort of sticking with series and stuff. That because I feel like that's not super common in like screen media because it's so short lived typically
Mm.
that you're not going to change out like creative direction throughout it. But you do see that happen, especially in things like these large universes everybody's creating and stuff with Star Wars,
Yeah, Star
stuff like
Wars.
that.
You even see it in
Yeah.
like some of the series, right? I think they changed writers
Yeah.
midway in Game of Thrones, right? And that caused like a huge issue. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I don't remember. I remember they made some kind of decisions and it ended up ass. The way the
yeah,
story finished was
there's
rough. Yeah.
there's been a few of these moments. Game of Thrones. I feel like The Witcher also had like they were making uh uh episodes during a writer strike, and like you could see the difference
Oh
in the
yeah,
episodes like mid-season and whatnot.
that did happen.
Like there are instances where like you can see how difficult it is to like carry on someone's vision while switching out, you know, creative elements.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's got to be a talent. Like that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
guess
don't
that's
know
what they
if I
get
could
hired
learn
for.
that.
I don't think you
Yeah.
do learn it. I'm not sure that you do learn.
No.
Maybe it's like I guess
I
you know
think you can
there's
learn things about it to improve it, but I think there's got to be an innate ability there. Like it's a way you think. I think
yeah,
like
well, it's probably like semi-trained through feedback, right? There's obviously probably an editorial
yeah, yeah,
process and like a bit of like a review feedback loop. And over
sure, yeah,
time, like more experienced writers probably know for things to look for in past writing to be able to adopt themselves to the
that's fair
continued
because
writing.
there are mechanisms to it. Yeah,
Exactly,
like even as
exactly.
a reader, you pick up on tropes as you experience things, right?
Oh
Movies,
man,
TV shows, yeah.
talk
Because
about it.
horror, I think, is famous for tropes, just like
My favorite horror movie is a movie
so many
about all
tropes.
the horror tropes. It's
Yeah.
what is it called? Cabin in the Woods, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
Yeah.
The yes. That's a surprisingly deep movie. Like I almost want to go back and watch it again now because I've learned so much about that movie after the first time I saw it. And I wasn't that blown away with it the first time I saw it, to be completely honest with you. I did like it.
It
I
doesn't feel
liked the
like a
twist and
blow
everything that they
away
had
kind of
on it.
movie.
Fair.
It's definitely it
Um,
locks you in your seat because it has like all of those
I
elements
enjoyed
that
every
keep
bit
you
of it.
like, yeah, it's fun. Exactly. It's a
It's got the classic
fun
characters and stuff. Yeah.
classic characters, you know, the
Mm-hmm.
the like underground kind of thing going on where it's like you're
Mm-hmm.
seeing into the control room of basically what is all the horror movies, all the horror scenarios. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's fun, and it's it holds its own commentary. Like it's perfectly satirical.
Yeah, it's crazy that we're talking about this because I just recently saw something and I just remembered it. But in that movie, when you're seeing Into the Control Room, there's a scene where they're standing in front of a whiteboard, and on the whiteboard is a bunch of monsters listed out, just in like this grid pattern, right?
Hmm.
And they're all kinds of things. They're like soul wraiths and like crazy monster shit. But this video I saw pointed out that in the bottom left there is Kevin, which is just, there's no description. There's nothing but the name Kevin. And apparently the uh creators designed that as like just this completely inconspicuous normal person who otherwise has like nothing strange about them, but is like one of the most dangerous things on the board. And they said they were inspired by Elijah Wood's character in Sin City, if you remember that guy.
Interesting.
And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that is creepy. That's creepy as fuck. Because
Yeah. That
that
guy was,
character was terrifying,
yeah, that
dude.
whole movie was kind of funky, man. I like it took me a
Ooh,
couple of
I
times to
love
actually
it.
get into that movie.
I love that movie so much.
It's cool. It's very
Yeah,
different, especially for its time period. Still different today. I
it
think that still
was.
holds up today.
I would agree with that. I haven't seen anything like it. It
Yeah.
was a unique because I think it was also a graphic novel series first, and then they made it into a movie.
Sounds about right.
Um, and I think both of them are like equally unique in that space.
Yeah. The yeah, it took me a while to just even one understand what the fuck was going on. Right? There's so much to look at. It takes a couple of tries to understand what's going on. And then to like
Yeah,
and then you had to watch it again to understand even the characters, right? So
yeah.
it's I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a good movie. I don't know if it's if I like hold it in like the great category just because
In
of how long it
esteem,
takes to translate.
I can see that, and I think it's a very polarizing movie. So it's, I don't know that it would ever make it into an objective list of mine of like best movies, which is really just what movies would you expect other people to watch and agree with you are the best movies that you've seen, I think.
Fair.
Very rarely do we share like our honest favorite movies list, right? Um,
I don't know. I feel like I do. Now you have me questioning like whether or not I'm true to myself. But I feel like I
if you're
yeah, I feel like I do share my favorite movies. I also will say that it probably changes from time to time because I have to like remember the movies that I've seen. You know what I mean? In order to,
that's also very true.
I don't just like hold a running list of favorite movies I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? So I just, it's
Yeah.
tough. It's tough to like maintain all of the movies because like you asked me one day, number one's going to be like the King's Speech. You ask me another day, number one is going to be fucking, I don't know, something else. Right now it's the King's Speech because it's what I can think
Today
of,
it's the
right?
King's Speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's just the King. I don't know. Then it's a
Yeah.
message, a letter to the King. And then it's message from the King the next day. Either way, it's all about kings. No, I just, I don't know. I
What are we
think,
talking about? Like,
I just don't think
yeah.
I can accurately give you my top movies at any given point in time. It's always going to be like biased by what I can think of at that time. Shawshank Redemption, whatever.
That's wholly true. Yeah. Because I don't keep, I have a list of movies that are important to me more than I have a list of movies that are like my top movies that I've ever watched. Because like
Interesting.
it changes, like movies that impacted me, and I know that they impacted me, but not because of anything maybe that's universal about that impact. So like if I tend to not share those movies in my favorite movie list because I don't think that's going to translate. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I
So you're
assume
like
at some
actively
point,
keeping secrets.
maybe that's a unique to me thing that I'm
I
thinking
think it
about
might
that,
be.
but I
I think
assume,
it might be. You're like you're looking at the people you're speaking to and you're like you just won't understand. Let me dumb this down for you and you give them whatever fucking washed out list you can
it's
think
not
of.
that it's not that. It's just like the movie, like, uh, won't matter to you that much because it was only relevant given the time I was in and like the things that were happening to me in my life at that point. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? And like I'll recommend them for that reason, but I tend to keep them out of like my general favorite movies because I try to be more objective about it.
Okay. I
I
mean,
don't know if that's
I
more
think that's a
honest or
weird
not,
way.
but
That's a weird way to operate, in my opinion.
I
If
guess
if I were like you and I were ranking movies because of the effect that they had on me at that time, I think I would just list that movie and say because it came at a time in my life where I needed that shit and it made me feel really good and I moved on from it or whatever,
interesting. Okay, fair enough.
I would like proceed like
Uh,
I don't rank movies the same way that people do. I rank movies by the effect that they had on me at that certain point in time in my life. So my favorite movies are this, and that. And you can't tell me anything different. Have more confidence in yourself, Kevin. Fuck me.
I'm saying I do both. I do both
Okay.
because I think it's hard to have a conversation with people about like esoteric media that they've experienced and was only meaningful to them because of a specific event in their life. Like I say that at you and you go, okay. And then it's like, great, cool conversation. But if I bring up something like Project Hail Mary and you're like, oh, I saw that too. It was so cool. And then blah, 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 we can have a back and forth. You see what
So
I'm saying?
you're like seeking to have a conversation instead of like,
I'm trying to make a conversation out of it.
I
Yeah.
see, you want small talk. You don't want people to know anything about you.
It can be both. I just assume that if you're asking me what my 10 favorite movies are, we're in the small talk world. We're not in the you want to know detailed information about me worlds.
Okay. That's fair enough. You know, some people, let people in this much. Some people let people in this much. You're this much kind of
Yeah.
person. I might be this much kind of person. Who knows?
Who knows?
What if you had to say, remove top 10, nothing, only
Just
number
important
one,
movies.
only,
Only number
we're
one.
going to expand on this in a second, but only number
Okay.
one movie. What is it?
Like, is this a only movie I can watch for the rest of my life kind of thing, or is this a exactly what you said? Just if you had to pick an absolute favorite movie, what is it?
Exactly what I said. If you had to pick an absolute favorite movie, I would hope
Favorite
it would be
movie.
the movie that you would watch for the rest of your life, but maybe that doesn't coincide. Maybe there's something like more exciting that you would watch for the rest of your life. So, like, yeah, number
Yeah,
one favorite
something with more
movie.
dynamism. Number one favorite movie of all time, of forever. I have to give a personal answer because I don't think there's an objective answer to this, and I would say V for Vendetta.
Oh,
Like, and
interesting.
it's
Okay.
close because I also really love a couple of Will Smith movies from back in like Will Smith's little golden era
Okay.
of I
Okay.
Am Legend and like 7 Pounds and Pursuit of Happiness. You remember?
Yes,
Like those are
definitely.
all really good movies.
7 pounds
Um,
depressing as fuck, but
Seven
okay.
Pounds is so sad,
Yeah.
but also
Like
cool.
the
Love
whole movie.
jellyfish.
The whole movie is just sad.
Yeah, it is. Pursuit of Happiness is not sad for most
It's
of the
not
movie
not
too.
sad,
So
but it's
yeah,
fucking
but
good. Oh my gosh.
but it is so good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So there were a couple of things that'd be up there, but I just fucking love the V for Vendetta movie. I
Yeah.
love that shit. I think about it frequently. Like I don't need to rewatch it because I can play almost that whole movie in my head. I don't know why I'm obsessed with it so much, but I do like
I
it.
remember you being early obsessed with this movie. So I'm not surprised when you said that. Like I was it
Yeah.
was definitely really sad because I expected something, I don't know, more depressing, honestly. More depressing and like A24 coded. Um
Yeah, some newer kind of pretentious shit.
exactly, exactly. The kind of shit that we have come to expect from you. V for
Yeah.
Vendetta, great
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Can't knock it. I don't even know that makes in my top 10, honestly. But that's what makes us
And that's fair
interesting.
because it's a personal answer. Yeah.
It is a personal
Yeah.
answer. I love the movie. It's just not top 10. You know what I mean? It's not top
Yeah.
tier for me.
Yup.
So to go into, because maybe I'm putting you in the wrong category, Kevin. been best friends for almost 20 years now, putting you in the wrong category already. If you were to list your top 10 movies, how many of them are A24?
Ooh, interesting. That is an interesting question. It's gonna depend on genre. If it's not genre
Oh,
specific, then like I don't know what my top 10 list would be, but if I built it right now, it may only include like one or two if it's
okay.
not genre specific.
Yeah.
Um Top 10 movies ever, because I like a lot of like classic movies, and I like a lot of movies from like that 2000s era. There was a lot of gold that came out of there, like Gladiator, so good.
Ooh, good call. Good call.
Saving Private Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
amazing movie. Like I understand that it's tropey and lame to say that you like Saving Private Ryan, but it's tropey and lame because it's an amazing fucking
Yeah, because
movie. It is
everyone likes Saving Private
so
Ryan because it's a great movie.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so
Black
good.
Hawk Down, right?
Yeah, very good movie. There's
Bad
so
Boys
many, and
2.
I definitely would maybe not in that same realm, but also a great movie.
It's one of my favorites, man. I love
Um,
Bad Boys 2. God damn it.
I love, I know, and it's funny as fuck. I like, I'm a big fan of Shawshank Redemption too,
Oh yeah, who's not,
but
bro? Who's
movies that
not?
also make my top 10, uh, Bill and Ted's, both Bogus
Oh,
and Excellent Adventure,
in your top 10.
in my top 10. I love
Wow,
those movies.
interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
I think maybe Coming to America might make it in my top 10. So I can't knock you for
Ooh,
Bill and Ted making it into your top 10.
just I think they would still hold up today. I think just classic humor, good shit, like
Yes, exactly.
so good, like just stupid, campy, stupid, good movie. Yeah,
I also think that Biker Boys has to make it in my top 10. Um,
Biker Boys.
yeah, and this is one of those like it means more to me than it does anyone else.
Okay,
Most people
fair.
watch Biker Boys and are like, this is a shit movie. Why does anyone like this? But Biker Boys is the movie that inspired me to start motorcycling, and that's a big part of my life. So
Ooh, yeah.
like Biker Boys has to make it into my top movies list. And it's something that I just like.
Hmm.
It's one of those movies that I throw on, like when there's nothing else going on. It's like
Oh, interesting.
is
Background movie.
yes, definitely a background movie, easily.
Solid. Yeah, Bill and Ted's are easy that for me. Um, I big fan of that. My like personal movie that I tend to leave out of stuff is a movie that also has like horrible ratings on Rotten Tomatoes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you know about this. We've talked about it a bunch, so it might not surprise you. But Revolver,
Yeah, we have spoken about
yeah,
Revolver.
which is Guy Ritchie, I think, and
Mm-hmm.
Jason Statham, Andre 3000. And like, I think that's such a good movie, but people do not like it. Like, as a general rule, people tend to watch it and are like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's very like it's very that era mind bendy style.
Hmm.
Like kind of it felt like if Transporter and Snatch and Fight Club had a threesome, and like Fight Club got pregnant and popped out a baby, that's what Revolver is.
Yeah. The whole movie is like addressing kind of specifically anxiety and phobias and like fear based mental health disorders, and all of it's framed through the lens of like a con artist in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like really weird. It's like two very disjointed like concepts, I think, for most people. And it's not expressly made apparent that all of this is like allegory for dealing with anxiety and like fear and stuff like that. So yeah, it just doesn't hit. So I tend to just not tell people about it unless we get into a specific conversation where I think that would be relevant, which is extremely rare.
Yeah, I think there's another. What is it? Layer cake that feels
Yeah.
like. very similar to Revolver, and
Yeah.
some people might say even better than
I mean, some
some
people
people.
sure might
Not
say
you,
that.
not you, but some
Not me.
people could
I am
say
not
that.
one of those people, but yeah,
I still haven't
yeah.
seen you. You told me to watch a movie that was specifically just about anxiety, and it
I
was
think we're. I was just thinking about this too.
what is it?
Yeah,
What is it?
it's called Bo is Afraid.
That's the one. That's the one. I
Bo
think
is
it made it
Afraid.
onto the like one of the streaming services. I still haven't watched it. Still haven't watched it. It's one of those things like you
It is
described it to
available.
me, and like I see it, I'm like, okay, Kevin told me that I need to watch this, but then I think about what it's about, and I'm like, I'm not in the mood for that right
It,
now. I'm not in the mood to
it
be challenged
doesn't.
like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard to find the time, especially when you're busy and stuff. Because when you are relaxing or watching a movie, you don't want to become extremely anxious for like the next however
Hmm.
long that runtime is, because it's not a particularly short movie.
No, no. What is it? It's almost
um,
3 hours long.
it's long. It's an epic story. Uh, but it is so masterfully done. Ari Aster or Ari Aster, I don't know how to say it. Seems to have a real firm grasp on the like generational trauma anxiety concept, because a lot of the movies he puts out just address it so well.
Interesting. Do you think
Mhm.
anxiety is more popular now because it's documented, or do you think anxiety overall has been a problem forever? Wait, what am I saying? Do you think anxiety is more popular now because like it's just because of some like generational thing, or do you think it's just being better documented now and it's been a thing for forever? The thing I asked earlier was the same question. Now I'm asking you two different things.
Okay. I think I follow though. Were people always anxious and we're just aware of it now, or are
Hmm.
people more anxious now than they ever were before?
Exactly.
Um, I think typically speaking, I err on the side of this is always probably equally, if not it a greater degree affected us in the past, and we were just wholly unaware of it. So
Yeah.
nobody thought to think about it or write it down. But anxiety specifically, I do think there might be a bit of an argument to make that anxiety, I won't say is particularly recent, but I do think anxiety is a side effect of culture and society and like living in groups and having like social hierarchies and things like that, which I don't think necessarily impacted people or currently impact people who live in a structure that is more tribal or nomadic, where most people are on a relatively even playing field. You have a small group, so like it or not, you all have to kind of get along with each other. Everybody sort of thinks in a similar way. Like small, tight knit communities, I don't think deal with anxiety at the same level as other broader, more complex societies with complex social structures and that kind of stuff. So in that sense, I do think that's something we sort of developed over time and is maybe impacting our generation and the couple of generations around us more than previous generations because of the access to each other. Like we took that really complicated society that used to live in just your bubble of people you experienced in your life and we globalized it. And I think people are trying to deal with that.
I think that depends on the type of anxiety we're talking about. Like anxiety as a whole, I think probably has equally
Yeah.
existed for forever. If we're talking about like the prevalence of social anxiety versus like, I don't know, health anxiety or whatever kind of anxiety,
I guess
panic
that's
attacks
fair.
or whatever,
Yeah.
then like, yeah.
Anxiety in tribal people is just like there's a jaguar in those bushes.
Fuck yeah, exactly.
Which they very much feel that.
Exactly. Anxiety for like the rural society now is fucking, is it going to rain, or like are the crops going to grow, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Is there a new tariff impending? So the overall, I think, in my opinion, we're just like recording it and documenting because mental health is still a relatively new thing.
Still
Um,
quite new, yeah.
so yeah, I think, people probably had anxiety for forever, and there are probably signs of that. Even, they talk about fucking like kings being super neurotic and whatnot. They were probably just fucking anxious as shit, bro. Or maybe they had OCD, or all of
Or
these
fucked
mental
it, yeah.
disorders.
I did talk about my theory that mysticism is just people with OCD
Yeah,
from the ancient time not knowing how to explain the like what OCD was. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'll agree. I don't think we feel any new emotions or experience any like new mental states that probably weren't around even a few thousand years ago. Um, I think for anxiety, I think maybe it's additive where like your level of access, and this is why the phrase money can't buy happiness sort of comes up. Like, I do think as access to stuff becomes more available, your opportunity for things to be anxious about expands. Because, like, you
sure.
mentioned health anxiety, and like, you're not going to develop health anxiety if you have no concept of healthy living, germs, things that get you sick, right? Which is
Yeah,
very
like no
much
access to a doctor because doctors just really didn't exist, right?
correct. So like you're not going to develop a, oh, my heartbeat was weird, does that mean I'm having a heart attack or something? You don't know what a heart attack is. You don't have the thought to have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So
You don't know what
so
dysentery
like
is. Just fucking Fred shit himself until he
so you're not
died
going
the
to be
other day.
concerned about
Yeah,
it. You don't think that's going to happen to you because you're eating the same food he is or something. You know what I mean?
exactly.
So I do think there's an aspect of that where like as access, as knowledge and stuff is gained, your capacity for anxiety expands
That's fair.
to broader, more complicated categories. um but like I also learned recently this little fun fact that apparently the like the Mayan temples and pyramids,
Yeah.
so they used to paint these pyramids in this like red this red dye, but the dye was made out of, I can't remember what they called it. It's something red, but the dye was made out of mercury sulfite. So it was mercury dye. And
God.
like they would paint all their temples and stuff in this, but also because water conservation was an important thing to them and temples were important things to them and these things needed to be protected in protected areas, all of their reservoirs for their drinking water and stuff were also built next to the temples that were painted in mercury.
Wonderful.
So like mercury was just seeping into the Mayan drinking supply for decades, for like however long
Probably
they were
hundreds
doing
of
that.
years. Yeah.
Yeah. And so everybody was just going crazy because that's what happens when you get mercury poisoning. And there's even like depictions of kings with distended bellies and stuff, which is like a hallmark of mercury poisoning. Um,
Wow.
and it's, you think about shit like that. Like there's stuff like that that people don't think about, that like being exposed to lead through the cups for like medieval people, and like
Yeah.
getting lead poisoning, all kinds of shit where you're like, oh, I mean, the inbreeding amongst nobles was also like
Inbreeding as
rampant.
a
You can
whole
kind
was an
of
issue,
see
really.
lineage. Yeah, it's that was woof. So yeah, just there's all kinds of stuff that people don't think about that heavily impacted culture and society and shit that we do today, that was likely just people being super unhealthy.
And we're descendants of those people, by the way,
We are.
right?
We are.
There's there's someone way long in our timeline that was drinking out of lead cups and fucking eating
Yo,
eating out of their chamber pot that just got washed out or whatever. You know what
and
I mean?
sleeping in a bed with like plague rats and stuff in it. Yeah,
Oh my
like
god,
just
yeah. Crazy that
horrible
we've even
stuff.
made it this far. Back to the naked and afraid thing, right? Like, how in the fuck
Oof.
have we made it this far as a species and live? Because we're such a fragile fucking species as it is. But like,
Yeah.
man, somehow we've become the dumb because we can think, I guess,
The
right?
power of
And
the noodle man.
yeah,
Yeah.
manipulate the environment. The noodles
Yeah.
have saved us. Thank God for us noodle heads.
That's crazy. It is crazy to think about. I think about it a lot. I don't think people appreciate it enough. And so many people are like, oh, we need to go back to the way it was. We've talked about this. If you could travel in time in any direction and you pick backwards, you're stupid.
You're
Period.
fucking
Like, I
dumb.
don't care who you are. Like, that is the wrong answer. Good
Yes.
job. But like, go back, study, come back to me. Like, it is never the correct answer. I wouldn't go back 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm
No,
not
I'm
going
not
back.
going back anytime at all.
Yeah.
I'm not going back to 5 minutes ago before we
Not going
started this
back there.
podcast, right? I've already done
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
Um, I recently, speaking of things, I guess this is just a media episode. We're just catching you guys up on the media we've been watching. Did you watch,
Mm-hmm.
did you watch 11/22/63?
No.
So it's like a limited series.
It's like a date. 11/22/63.
Yeah, I think maybe that's the date that I want to say, I guess. It's the date that Kennedy got shot in the head over here in Dallas.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, but that sounds interesting.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
James Franco, of all people, like
Okay.
living in small, I think he's in like Connecticut or some shit, small rural town. He's an English teacher. He's like, it's a very quick intro. I guess he's like friends with this diner owner, and this diner owner shows him that his back room is actually a wormhole that takes you back to like 1961 or 1960 or some shit like that. But when you come back
Oh.
through when you come back through the wormhole, no matter how long it's been, it will only be like 2 minutes later in real life. And like this guy like comes out of his back room and he's like older than he was before, like way older than he was before. So he basically tells him that he spent this entire time going back and trying to stop the Kennedy assassination. And he's like investigating Lee Harvey Oswald to figure out if it was really him or if the government was involved in all this mess. So it's basically James Franco taking over that role and going back in time and trying to figure out the Kennedy assassination. Great
That's
movie.
crazy.
Great, or it's not a movie, it's a series. Great
A
series,
series.
honestly. But also there's like this like just kind of fantasized again like version of history where it's like, man, maybe he should just live in 1963 forever, or like just go back to the 60s. And like, bro, come on, that is not like, maybe because he's white, you're right, but like
Right.
maybe
Notice there
that's
hasn't been
okay.
news on any of the TV screens in this. Like, yeah,
Seriously, seriously.
we're not looking at
And they played like the
you
racial
know,
game just a little
marches
bit,
and protests and
right?
stuff.
They do, they kind of play with that,
Like, recognize that it's there.
recognize that it's there, but they don't focus on it. And again, it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, man, no way, no way. And it doesn't matter what race you are, just because of medical advancements, right? There's no way you
Oh
should be
yeah.
going back in time. Fuck that, man.
Nah. No. Hell no. Yeah, not trying to get polio or no shit like that. Plus, if you brought your vaccines that you have now, like if you're already vaccinated and shit, and you go back, you'd probably fuck some people up.
Probably.
Like,
You probably
I think
spread
you'd
some
end up
stuff.
fucking people up.
Yep.
Yeah, if you went back really far in time, you'd fuck people up. You would ruin
Oh yeah.
whatever culture or society you first contacted. You would destroy.
You would wreck the
Like,
future.
you
You
would
would be
you would
changing the
wreck.
face of the earth.
Yeah, they never talk about that. I would love to see. I think about this all the time because I'm such a fucking nerd, I guess. But I would love to see someone take an actual scientific approach to like historical time travel
Mm-hmm.
and like deal with that kind of shit. Like, there's so many things you would have to deal with. We have a tendency in Hollywood to like modernize even older like societies to be like, oh, they're not that different from us and stuff. And it's like, you guys don't understand their foundational understanding of how the universe works, like the place in which they exist, is completely different than how
Yeah.
we understand it now. We take for granted so much just base level knowledge that we have that people 1,000 years ago had no inkling of a concept of.
Oh,
Like, you
dude, a
couldn't even
thousand
go
years ago? My
explain
God.
to them something.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
way. In the
Yeah.
thousands, in the early thousands,
Yeah.
absolutely not. I mean, you go back a few hundred years. to like the 14th, 13th centuries, right?
Even
And
then, yeah.
even then, you're messing people. I mean, it wasn't until what, the 19th century that we understood that cleaning the dirt out of your pores actually was the way to keep germs from coming. They used to think keeping dirt in your pores was the way to keep germs out. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
Like, come on. Queen Victoria took a
yeah,
bath like once every couple of months. You know what I mean? And most of the time, it
yeah.
was a bath in oil to increase the oils on her skin so the bugs couldn't get in. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Get out of here.
The old like Victorian era doctors and stuff like that are some of the
Yeah.
most insane
Oh,
fucking
dude.
people.
Yes.
Some of the most insane people. They would do the grossest shit to somebody. There's like a thing where like you're experiencing melancholy, so they would tie a knot of like horsehair and then thread it under your skin on the back of your neck and just leave it. Just leave horsehair like pierced under the. It's what
I have
like
anxiety, so you're gonna leave some horsehair
that's
in my back
madness.
of my neck.
That's madness. Like the kind of stuff that went down is crazy. But yeah, and you would get everyone sick. Like
Easily.
you could not contact somebody without taking extreme precaution to not get them sick.
Oh
um
yeah.
yeah, I think you'd fuck people up.
I don't know how we got here. We started with superheroes. We got all the way to traveling in time and wrecking civilizations. I tell you what, Kevin, I think that's perfect time for us to play a game. It's game time
Ooh,
here on the
okay.
Anchor Chicken Show. Today, we're going to play a word game. I'm not going to keep score. I'm probably going to win. But this game, what it's going to do, we're going to give ourselves a little countdown. I know it's going to be weird for, we're doing this online. The countdown is going to be a little off. Deal with it. So we're going to do a countdown. We're each going to say a letter. I don't know how we're oriented on your screen, but right now I'm left and you're right. So I think
Mhm.
maybe my letter will be the first letter and your letter will be the last letter to keep this in the way that someone would read.
Okay.
And we have to come up with a word with those letters as the bookends. So, for example, I say, we count down 3, 2, 1. I say A, you say Y. Whoever comes up with that word first, ahoy, right? Bam. That's a point for that
Mm,
person.
dang. Okay. This feels
Mm.
difficult, but I'm here for it.
It could be difficult. I mean, I've watched it a couple of times and people seem to fire off words pretty quickly. I don't think we're those people. If I'm
Let's
being
see.
honest with you, we consider ourselves worders. I think time and time again, we have taught ourselves that might
We
not
don't
be
know
the,
shit.
yeah, we're really good at making up some fake words, but we are
We
not
can make
good.
up some shit
Yeah,
all day.
all
Yeah.
day long. I'll make some shit as long as it relates to your butthole. Anyway, let's go. So
Let's do it.
I guess I'll count down and we'll just I mean there's nothing to it but to do it. Three,
Yeah.
2, 1. G.
In gun.
Oh, nice, nice. I don't know if we can say it on the internet. You just got this video taken
Probably
down.
not. Just. Oh no, we're not monetized.
Oh damn. Oh no, we're not making money off
Oh
this.
no, no.
I don't know who would put ads on this show anyway. Again, so that's
Uh,
one for you.
that
3,
was fast.
2, 1. L.
P.
Loop.
Lap. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Do we tie? Do we both get a point?
Oh man, you came way after me on my screen, but I guess there's a delay, so we probably did do it at the same time. But I'm gonna give the
Yeah.
point to me because it feels right. Here we
Okay.
go. 3, 2, 1. R.
T.
Right.
Rat. I don't know why I'm getting just 3-letter words, dude. Every
Hey
single.
man, they, you know what? They come out faster. 3-letter words come out a lot faster than not 3-letter words.
That's true. Let me put my phone on silent like some kind of professional. What is wrong with me, man?
Yeah, because that's,
I can't
if you
believe it.
guys couldn't tell, you've showed up to a professional podcast here.
I'm sorry, right? We have a
Yeah.
standard here that we try to keep. Okay. Only noises are dogs
Mm-hmm.
and potentially other family members in the house. But that's it.
Correct.
No phones.
Right.
Come on.
I want you guys to get down in the comments and hate on this fucker right now.
Podcast 101, right?
Yeah.
That's day one shit.
All right, speed game. 3, 2, 1. T.
G. Oh,
Trig.
tag.
Damn
Why are you? Hold on. Why are you so bad at
I
this?
don't know. I don't
What's
know.
going?
I can't think of any 3-letter words like you can. 2, my brain's not on right.
I
I
guess so.
I tried to name some movies for you earlier, Kevin. I could only think of movies with kings in them. That's where we are
Your
today.
word was trig.
Trig. Yeah.
Is that a word on its own?
It's short for trigonometry. So the full length of the word was really, really smart, Kevin. I want you to know that. The full length of the word I was thinking of, really smart.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right.
You composed? Cool. You ready?
I'm good. I'm back.
Bet. 3, 2, 1. C.
B.
Cab.
Ooh, you got that one before me.
You like that?
You got
You like that?
I even heard it before I said it. Yeah.
I'm on 3-letter word now, Kevin. You got me. You laughed at me,
it is.
and I'm going to persevere.
Okay.
I didn't realize
how many points are we going to?
1,000,000 until we're tired of this, until we lose all of our viewers.
Okay.
I didn't realize how hard it would be to think of like just letters. There's 26 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 27? No, 26. And I can't think of any of them.
Right.
3, 2, 1. A.
X. Ooh, damn.
Hoax. Apex.
Oh wait, hoax. I was just like, I need a word with an A.
Yeah. That ends in AX for sure.
I was playing a different game there for a second, but okay, Apex. Well done.
Good word.
Apex is
good word. Motorcycle word. I was going to get that one.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. F.
J.
What word even ends in J? Is there a word that ends in J?
There's got to be at least one.
Frige.
Frige.
Put that in the frige. I want it to stay cold.
Are there any words that end with J? Can we cheat?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Fuck it.
Why did it came up already, words that end in J?
Funge.
DJ. Funge.
Mm-hmm.
Funge is a word, and it is F-U-N-J. Damn.
Yeah, look at that.
All right.
I'm taking credit for that.
You.
I want to know.
Lift it up faster.
I want to know what funge means. Funge. Oh, it's a country. Right? Is that what I'm looking at? It's a.
I don't know. I'm not looking at the same thing.
It's a sultanate.
Oh, a sultanate?
The Funge. Oh, the Funge people are a group of tribes in present-day Sudan.
Oh, it's a proper noun.
Funge Shrooming Company offers impeccable service at every step of the way. Super knowledgeable with robust communications and client orientation. Anchor Chicken. Brought to you by Funge Shrooming Co. Interesting. Didn't think we were going to get anywhere there. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. R.
H. Roth.
Rough. What did you say? Oh, Roth.
Rough. Yeah.
I mean, Roth can count. Roth can count. You
Roth is a
first.
word?
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of them words.
It is a word. What do you mean?
Isn't it a
one
name,
of them words?
Technically?
I don't think so.
What is Roth origin?
It's just getting a bunch of R. Is Roth a word? Yes, Roth is a word.
The surname Roth has multiple origins, stemming from German Ashkenazi, Jewish, and English roots.
Oh, it is a name. Even the word Roth just refers back to the name.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh. It means red haired.
It does. You're right. Derived from
How
rot,
weird is that?
red.
But hey, proper nouns work.
Yeah, we'll take it. If it feels cheap, but we'll take it.
I guess I got money on my mind. I don't know why I went Roth.
Hey, keep that shit on your mind, bro. That's the only way to win around here.
Thanks.
Speaking of taking on sponsors, if you'd like to give us money for, about 20 impressions every week, we'll take it.
Yeah. Big numbers. We got
Yeah,
a dedicated audience.
I'm saying, you give us about $10,000 per impression, we got you.
Yeah.
The most expensive marketing
rate,
decision you could ever make.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
Let's do a few more.
I feel like I'm winning, so I want to.
You probably are winning.
Keep
so
this game going.
Yeah, we need to do this until I win. So let's go.
Okay, we're gonna be here all day.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. H.
L.
Heal.
Hell.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Did it feel like it came out at the same time for you?
At the same time, because it felt like I said it before you, and I'm guessing you felt the same way. So.
I felt so much the same way.
Yeah.
So we'll give it to me to make this interesting. Thank you.
Tie goes to the house, I guess.
Tie goes to the house because this is my house. God damn it. If you want to go to his house, it's the one with all the drag queens and shit. First time in drag. Go check out that podcast.
Facts.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Y.
L. Yell.
That's good. That's good. I was on Jarl, but that's a J.
Jarl, eh?
That's a J.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Great. 3, 2, 1. Z.
K.
Zeke.
Ooh.
Zach. You said proper nouns
you
are
said
good.
we were taking proper nouns. Yeah, that works.
I said
that
Zeke.
Works.
Zeke actually ends with an E, so I had to go to Zach.
That's true.
Unless you know a Zeke, that's Zeek. I mean, cool,
Yeah.
but weird way to spell that name.
Yeah. Zach works, though. Zach's good. Zach was solid.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. G.
W.
Grow.
Oh, damn. Good one.
Yeah, boy, I'm on fire now. I'm warming up.
My head went.
I'm heating up. Golf.
Golf.
For W?
Yeah. I heard
Golf
G,
would.
and I guess W, even though I said it, didn't register to me.
Didn't register your own shit. That's okay. Sometimes I say things.
Word.
If you've been here long enough, you know that I say things that I don't know what I'm saying. So you know what, Kevin? You're on my level. I like that. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. L.
R.
Lear.
Yeah, nice.
Leer.
Yeah, I thought layer, and I was like, no, that's an E.
Layer.
Lair would have worked. Fuck.
And Layer. And
oh yeah.
Pretty much all what form of
All
layer are you thinking of that ends in an E?
I don't know.
First and foremost, to win this game, it helps to be able to fucking spell. You got to be able to spell to win this game.
Yeah, I see.
All right. I'm making a late game push here. We say late game. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the time. And, at some point, I'm going to get bored.
We'll call it in a view. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. R.
D. Rad.
Okay. I'll take it. It's slang, but I'll take it.
Hey, slang.
Yeah. It's like short for radical.
Slang, but sure. Yeah, true. It is short. It's a shortened word, and true.
But I mean,
I would say
it's a colloquialism, so I think I'll take it. It's not like trig, where it's like specifically a shortened version of a word to get away from trigonometry.
Yeah, people say the word rad in isolation, and I think it is represented in the dictionary as such. Yeah.
Is it in the dictionary? Is rad in the dictionary?
I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see. Maybe not.
If you're in Fallout, if you're in the Fallout world, it is. Rads. I'm building up too many rads, bro.
Yeah, it's in there as slang, but it's also a unit of absorbed dose of ionizing radiation equal to it's a
Hey,
measurement of absorbed
Fallout.
radiation.
Yeah,
A
measurement of
rad,
absorbed
yeah.
radiation. Nice.
Which I thought was short for radiation. It is not. It is just rad.
It is the unit. Yeah. So hey,
It is
give it
just
to
a
you.
rad.
Either way, I thought that was a Fallout
Cool.
only thing, but I guess it's a real thing.
I was prepared to cede this point because I was like, I actually don't see a definition immediately, but Merriam-Webster kicking it up.
See the point to what? I couldn't even think of a word. Now that I'm thinking of it, like read. I don't know.
Read. Oh yeah, read would work.
All of the reads, right?
All of them. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. D.
L.
Deal.
Ooh, nice. I thought doll, but then I had to spell it again in my head really quick before I said it out loud.
You're getting scared now, aren't you? You're getting scared now.
A little bit. A little bit. I should have been faster on that.
I got to get you while you're on your heels. 3, 2, 1. B.
W.
Brew.
Bow.
Okay. That was another.
Yeah.
It felt like same time to me. Did it sound like you said it first to you? Because it felt like same time to me.
Okay. It sounded like I said it first by a little bit of a margin. Like
Okay.
more
So
so
I think we'll give it to you.
We both probably said it at the same time. Okay.
Giving that there's a delay and you said it at the same time that I said it IRL, I think probably you said it first.
Oh, okay. If you heard it as you said it, then yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Look at us breaking down the net code here. All right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. T.
R.
Tier.
Tear. Hey, look at us though. Spelled the same way. Ooh.
I was thinking like tier. Like
IER.
IER. Yeah. The one that people spell incorrectly all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Double point. Why don't we both get points? Well, just points everywhere. Points around the house.
Just, yeah. You
3,
need all the help you can get.
2, 1. Fuck you. F.
V. Ooh.
Something that ends in V. I feel like you don't take your responsibility of being the end letter very seriously.
Oh, look, I'm just coming up with letters, man. I'm not thinking about words before I come up with a letter.
Here we go. Cheat time.
V.
Words. Words
like
that end
FOV.
in V. Where there's so few words that end in V. Fav.
Fav like fave?
No, just FAV.
Just fav.
Yeah. Let's look up what that means. FAV.
Learning words. Look, how would we know about funge and fav without my creative last letter naming?
I look up fav and it gives me fave. It says that
Is it
fav,
just a misspelling?
Yeah, fav is another spelling or
like
misspelling of the word fave. I think that there's no word that starts with F and ends with V. There were like, when I looked up words that end in V, there were only like 6.
Words that end in V.
Some of these are just, and they're mostly Russian last names. Sherenkov.
Yep.
Karenkov. Bekhterev.
Kliv. And then a lot of them are acronyms.
Shiv.
ATV, CUV, CUV.
Yeah. So, all that being said, I'm going to need you to take your role of being the end letter, like, just an ounce more seriously.
A little more seriously.
Just an ounce more seriously. Okay.
All right, we'll do a redo on that round.
Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. O.
I. O-O-I. Oni.
Okay, I'll take it. but I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that we just had a conversation about you taking the N letter seriously, and the very next letter you came out with is fucking I.
Yeah, and it was great. There are a lot of words that end in I.
Uh huh. How many, Kevin?
I so much that it didn't even come up with the list.
I bet it fucking
Scrabble
didn't.
dictionary.
I bet it fucking didn't come up with
There's
the
just so
list.
many. It didn't make sense to list them all out because of how many of them there are.
Sure. Yeah.
Apparently, according to Scrabble, you could throw almost any other letter in front of I and it makes a 2-letter word. AI, bi, GI, HI, KI, LI, MI, OI, PI,
Oi.
QI, SI,
Oi is a
TI.
word.
Yeah. Oi, bi is a word. Hi is a word. Me, I guess. It's not loading this webpage. Great.
Yeah.
Guys, we're
We're
recording a
we're
podcast
filming a
here. Can
live
you work?
podcast here. Come on.
Like, I cannot believe you will
Let's
not load the page.
let's move on.
Disgusting.
I'm unhappy with you, but let's move on. 3, 2, 1, Q.
In.
Queen.
Queen.
Oh. Yeah, of course we did. Of course we did.
You heard that as you said it, did you?
No.
No?
No. I said that
Okay.
first. In my eyes, as if we were in RP.
Okay.
I said that first.
Double points. Double points.
Double points. Points all around. We are the queens. Okay.
Dude, so many words. Martini, tsunami, Tripoli, samurai, venturi, ravioli, sashimi, origami, syllabi, Afghani, basmati.
About 75% of the words that you said are what are those called? Anglicized versions of Japanese words.
Borrowed words. Yeah, but they're still words.
Okay.
Did you say depot isn't a word? Yeah.
Depot?
Resume?
What?
Yeah. Those are borrowed words. Those are French words.
Okay.
Depot.
Well, you're just coming
Buffet.
at me with like all these words. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not saying
a worder, okay?
I didn't,
You need to keep up. We're
I
playing
didn't say
a word game right now.
listen to me. Listen to me. I didn't say that anything was not a word. I was just pointing out that those are borrowed words.
Mostly borrowed words.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's true. That's
Okay.
accurate.
You're welcome. Are we still playing this game or are we gonna fight? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing.
Know.
Here we go.
Am I still winning? Are you keeping score?
No, I told you I wasn't keeping score. We're going off a feel. We're going off a feel.
I feel like I'm winning.
Do you feel like that? You feel like that right now?
I feel like I'm winning.
I don't think you should. 3,
all right,
2, 1.
T.
We have to do it again. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. There were 26 and they were all going through my mind at the same time. All right.
Okay. How about this? We'll do a winner takes all. Best 2 out of 3. The first one to the next 2. The first one to 2. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
First one to 2.
First one to 2.
Yikes. Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1. J.
K. Jack.
Now it sounds like we said it at the same time. Because I know I heard it first. I'm sure you heard it first. Throw it out.
No ties.
Yeah.
No ties. Yeah. No ties.
All
okay.
Right.
All right.
3, 2, 1. G.
S.
Gas.
Damn. Nice.
All right. 1-0. 3, 2, 1. F.
M. Farm.
Okay. 1-1. Next point takes it.
1-1. Here it is.
Takes it.
Comes down to the wire.
Okay.
Comes down to the wire.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Z.
H. Zach. Can we reuse
Oh,
one?
Zach with an H. Oh man, you got me with the Zach. You got me with the Zachary. Okay, Kevin, you've won a word game, bro. You won a word game. Hell yeah!
I need everyone I can get,
bro. Yeah, if I had some, what are those called?
Little
party poppers. Little party poppers. I'd be popping some party poppers.
The hand sign out of it. You know?
this is good. You don't like this?
You were like, if I had some, I
would just pop all these fucking party poppers. Oh, don't clip that. Don't clip that.
All right. Well, that's our show today. Thanks for
Oh,
joining
Kevin's
us.
doing the outros now. Perfect.
I guess so. You wanted me to host, right?
I was waiting.
What do we say? What is it? Think, like, comment, and subscribe. And if what else do we have to say?
God damn it, Kevin. I tell you what, I hope you enjoyed the Anchor Chicken show today. Kevin's going to shut the fuck up. I'm going to do this. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things that whatever platform you're on, make sure that you can find us later. I tell you what, we're doing this every single Monday, except for last Monday because we fucked it off. So check most Mondays. I promise you it's probably going to be there. Mostly every fucking Monday. We love you. We'll see you next time.